Hello and welcome to Cosmic Confab, the space where we collect opinions, share stories, and cheers our cups of tea. Today I am joined by my gorgeous friend, PinkieElle. What an icon she is. Elle is an amazing variety streamer who loves a bit of Life is Strange. And today we're going to be chatting about all things Life is Strange, big streamers, and what we have going on in life. Everybody, please welcome my dearest. Elle,
Hi.
hello!
Hello, everyone. Hi. How are you?
I am so good. I'm so tired. I feel like I've not stopped for like a week, but
Been a busy
I'm
week.
here. I'm here. How about
You're
you?
here. You're pushing through. I'm doing pretty good. I've just finished up my exams, so I'm free.
Let's go. How's exams? Do you know like your
I
results?
I don't have my results yet, but I don't have to think about it because I'm done. So,
That's
it is what it
epic.
is.
You're studying psychology, right?
Yes, I'm studying psychology. It's intense.
Oh my God, I couldn't. It's too much brain power for me. I've not got enough brain cells for that. And like
Yeah.
being a therapist and all that, I'm like I can barely deal with my own problems, let alone other people's. So
See, that's what I love. I can barely deal with my problems, but I love dealing with other people's. So
that's
it's like
so
a
funny.
win-win.
I
It
love
means I
that.
get to feel like I'm dealing with problems that are my own, but I'm not. I'm dealing with other people's, but I can relate, so it's close enough.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I think you'd be great at those people that whip out like the data is like 20% of people actually do this in their sleep.
That's
It's
what
like
I
the
love doing
random
that.
psychology facts.
It's so fun. I love when people are talking about things. I'm like, actually, Freud was. I hate Freud. I would like to state Freud sucks.
I don't even know who Freud is, but they seem
He's
off.
a man of particular interests that are
Man,
concerning.
ew, man.
Yeah, real, man. Ugh, trust
Oh
that
my
guy.
God. Well, Elle, welcome to
Yeah.
the pod. I'm so glad to have
Thank you for
you.
having me. I
This is
feel so
so
honored right now.
exciting.
This is such a blessing. The invite is more than anything I've ever dreamed of.
Bless you, you're so cute. So, obviously, you're a variety streamer. We love to see it.
I
For those
am.
who don't know, tell us a bit about you, about who PinkieElle is, what the PinkieElle brand is.
Ooh, I mean the brand is pink.
The
I fear that is the brand. That is all it is. I like a little bit of pink. But I guess about me, I'm 21 years old currently, which is cool. I feel a bit unk. I get called unk a lot,
Ugh.
particularly by you.
Ugh. I do call you Unk, it's true. Ugh.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll take the unk allegations. I mean, in my old age.
Oh.
I play a lot of games, a lot of variety games. I particularly have a love for story games. Obviously, as you mentioned, Life is Strange is my basically favorite game of all time. I think I could confidently say. But I also play a lot of Rivals and Minecraft, and I like to dabble in all the little things. Really, I like a good horror game, but I'm really bad at them. If you can be bad at horror games somehow, I uh I tend to get scared and just wait for something to happen.
Oh my God. Do you think that in a horror movie you'd be the first one to die?
No, I don't think I would. I've basically grown up with horror movies my entire life. My dad's side of the family, my dad and his girlfriend, they basically have been putting horror movies on for me since I can remember. I mean, I
Wow.
remember them. It's like a core memory for me. I would have been like maybe 6 years old. We went into their room. They put on the Gremlins movie, and they both fell asleep. And I was sat there,
Oh.
and I was like, "Oh, this is a cute movie. The Gremlins are adorable." And then they ate after midnight, and they were not very cute anymore. And I was
I.
scared shitless, but I
Oh my
sat there the whole
God.
movie. I watched it, and since then, I think I've learned enough about horror. I think I've watched enough to have a little bit of survival instinct. At least I hope I wouldn't die first. I might, purely just I'd get scared, but
I think you'd be
I'd
pretty
probably
good. I don't know. You play
I'd
Minecraft, you're very
probably survive.
resourceful. Yeah, you're very
Yeah.
resourceful. You know what you're
I don't know if I'd live
doing.
the whole movie, but
Exactly. You'd be like that one character that everyone gets attached to within like the first 20 minutes, and then they like die halfway through.
yeah. But
The
hey,
best
at least
characters.
I like a good sunshine character. That's always the good emotional torment, that's what makes a good movie.
I love
The
that.
emotional detachment.
See, the psychology coming through with movies. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's
I
get
love
everyone
it.
emotionally attached and then make them cry.
Villain arc, hello. I love that.
Maybe.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
great. So,
I love a good horror movie.
one question I ask all my guests that are on the pod is what is your one pre-stream ritual to make sure that the stream goes smoothly, to make sure that you're ready and in the zone?
Ooh. Um, I have a couple things I always do before stream. I have like a very set like schedule for my stream days, I think, for myself. So I think it might be I am autistic. So like, I kind of live by schedule. If it goes off schedule, I get a bit freaked out.
Yeah.
But I think my like stream days, I'll wake up, have my cup of tea. Can't have a good day without a cup of tea. Always have to have a cup of tea. It's the Brit in me. And then I'll kind of get my entire like stream setup ready before like hours before I even stream. It'll be like maybe 6 hours before I even stream, to be honest. I'll
Oh my
like do my
God.
titles, set up my game. If I don't know what I'm gonna be playing, I always put like a poll in my Discord, just to like kind of see what the vibes are like that day. Cause I like to appeal to the community. It's a big thing for me. I love my community more than anything really. But then I'll like kind of chill before stream mostly. I think that's like a big thing for me is being able to kind of relax and spend some time with my friends before stream to kind of get me in like a talkative mindset. Cause I think if I just like rot or like stress myself out too much before stream, that's when it goes haywire. I kind of need like the vibes to be good. So I always try and like play a little with my friends and stuff. But yeah, I would say that's probably like the big thing for me is just making sure that I'm like in a good enough mood to be streaming.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you in the fact of like I whenever I have something planned on a day, the whole day is gone. Like I
Yeah,
cannot
that's it.
sit, I cannot, do anything. If I've got two plans in one day, I'm gonna pass out. Like I'm gonna die.
No, it's too much.
It's way too much, and I love doing my title. The title's the most fun bit. You get to
Yeah,
see what everyone sees right before you start. It's so fun. That's so sweet of you because that's the first person I've heard that said that they do their titles like way before. Because I
oh,
thought
I
I was
have
weird
to.
for doing it like the
Otherwise,
night before or like 6 hours before.
no, I mean there have been times I do my schedule is so I'll stream on Mondays and then I'll stream on Thursdays. So I've got the 2 days between and there are streams sometimes where I will do my like Thursday title after my Monday stream.
Yeah,
Just because
I
like,
completely
if I
agree.
have it in my head, I have to.
If you think of a really good title, you got to get the creative juice
Yeah,
out there. But the funniest part
sometimes
is
you gotta
when
stick it.
exactly, and then when you get like a shout out or something, and then it says they were playing this game, and it's like actually I wasn't playing
No,
that
I
game.
wasn't. I
It's like I
wasn't, but
wasn't
that's
playing that
okay.
game.
Close enough. I will be.
I will be, come to my
Come check it
stream.
out. Come check out.
That's so funny. So, what got you into streaming Rivals? Because when I met you, you were playing predominantly Minecraft and Life is Strange, and I never really pinned you as a competitive shooter person.
So I with Rivals, it was something that me and Wholesome Bean were really excited for. I'm calling him Wholesome Bean, that's wrong, isn't it?
It's Ben. We love Ben.
Ben is my partner, my boyfriend. We've been together for 6 years this October. And we kind of look forward to a lot of games together, and Rivals was one that we were both like really like watching the updates for and stuff. It was one that we were really excited for. And literally within we stayed up the night of the release of Rivals and we installed it within the hour and we were playing the minute we like both had it installed. And I actually started playing like shooter games and that kind of stuff to prepare my community for the fact that I was probably going to be streaming a lot of Rivals. So right before I started playing Rivals, like I think for like 2 weeks probably about before it, I strictly only streamed Overwatch for like 2 weeks.
Oh my god, that's
So
iconic.
bad. It was kind of fun. I was a big Overwatch 1 girl. I didn't really get into Overwatch 2. Just wasn't really my thing. I didn't really like the reboot of it. I missed a lot of the original features and stuff, so I just kind of didn't get into it. But when I found Rivals is coming, I was like, let's get back into this kind of game. And then I've actually built a lot of my community around Rivals anyway. A lot of my community members really enjoy the game. I think when I look at my like analytics and stuff, I think about 70% of my viewership is from Marvel Rivals anyway.
That's so
So that's quite
cool.
fun. But I think when I first, I mean, Rivals has helped me grow a lot. I think last year I was in like the top 10% for Rivals streamers. I think if
Wow.
I can
That's
check the
pretty
actual
cool,
statistic,
considering
but
how big
I
of a
was pretty
category it
high up
is.
there. Yeah, I was
Wow.
pretty high up there. I gained a lot of traction from it. I was doing quite well from it, and it was a lot of fun for me. Especially just because I love I love the nerdy stuff. I love Rivals and I love Marvel as a like thing. I love DC. I'm just a big nerd to be
That's
honest.
so cool. That's what I say. I'm like, I'm just a nerd. Like, that's about it. I'm just a
Yeah,
nerd.
I'm just a nerd. I like it, and that's cool. Nerds are epic.
That's so sweet. Do you find that your like viewership and analytics differ when you switch from Rivals to something else? Because
Oh,
obviously,
definitely.
building a viewer base around one game can be tough for a variety streamer.
Yeah, it definitely is, but I think when I mean a lot of people will recommend for a streamer when they're going into streaming to pick a niche, and I have just completely ignored that, to be honest. Purely because it's just not who I am, I think. I don't believe that you can really, I mean, yeah, sure, if you love a game that much, but I think you'll have a much better time for yourself if you're playing a variety of games. And to be honest, I don't think it was ever a goal for me to build a community around one game, just because, I mean, I love so many different things and I want to share that with as many different people as possible. So I never really sought the need to pick a niche and stick to it, to be honest.
That's so
So yeah, it
sweet.
differs a lot when I stream different games. I know that my Life is Strange streams have a particular audience for it, and that I know my rival streams have a particular audience for it when I play Minecraft and vice versa. But I know that in my community, I have a community that appeals to all of those different games. Some people will show up for the rival streams, some people will prefer the Life is Strange stuff, and I think that's what makes my community so important to me is that I don't expect them to show up to every stream, but they support me no matter what, and that means the most to me, to be honest.
That's really sweet. I love that. And I think that's really important, actually, the kind of building that community where there is a core viewership of people who
Yeah,
will come for whatever, because it really helps
yeah,
you as a streamer. I don't know about you, but for me, I really find it really nerve-wracking to try something new. Because I'm like, what if no one likes it, no one shows up, and having those people that are there always rooting for you, always saying that they're gonna come back no matter what. It's really nice to have that
exactly.
comfort and
Yeah,
also see the familiar faces in different games as well. Of like people will pop in here and there for different things. That's really, really
exactly.
lovely.
And I think the thing is about branching out to different games is although it might be scary, you might also find new people. And I think that's the benefit of it. You will never like meet new people if you're constantly sticking to the exact same thing every time because you'll get the recurring people, but how many more recurring people can you get from just one thing? I think expanding your audience to different games and finding people with similar interests in different genres is it's such a benefit to streaming.
For sure, that's so epic. What's your? I'm curious. What's your origin story? Because the way you speak so, so eloquently, and like you have so much knowledge and wisdom around streaming, and you have such a positive mindset about it all. What is your origin
um,
story, and how have you gotten to now?
oh, well, I guess I used to make very, very bad, very bad quality YouTube videos when I was a little youngin, a little blob, some may say. But I've always just loved the idea of being a content creator in any kind of way. Streaming kind of just fell into my lap. It kind of just happened. I had always kind of pictured myself as a YouTuber more than anything, to be honest. It was more something I was passionate towards as a kid and throughout my teens and stuff. But I just never really had the time for it. Psychology was something that took up a lot of my time and a lot of my efforts, and it was something that I knew that I had to work a lot towards to get just because of my educational background. I was homeschooled a lot through my childhood and I was moved around a lot, so I didn't have a set education that was really gonna be able to push me into psychology the way that I needed it to. So I kind of had to find a lot of workarounds in order to get into the course that I needed to. So I never really had much time to devote myself to my passions as much as I wanted to. And so when I kind of got into streaming, which I think I started around 2023, 2024-ish. It was like very much after COVID. And definitely after like the big like streamer
Yeah.
extravaganza.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of was something that really appealed to me because I had met a lot of people who were streamers, a lot of people who were doing that kind of thing, and it was like kind of like an easy route to make content while not having the whole pressure of having to devote so much time to it that I wouldn't have time for my studies,
Yeah.
I think.
That's so strong. I love the sentiments that you had carrying, through your life. It's so sweet. And I can imagine that gaming helped you through moving around and being homeschooled because obviously school is the main place for kids to make friends and, do hobbies and
Oh,
stuff.
no, I
And not
met all
having
my
that must have been
friends on
tough.
Minecraft.
Oh my God, really?
All of my literally I would say all of my childhood friends that I don't really talk to a lot of them anymore. A lot of it is kind of in the past for me because a lot of what I did go through online as a kid was probably not the most safe for a kid.
No, yeah.
But I mean, a lot of the people I met online were lovely, and a lot of my communication and general friendship was made from like Minecraft. To be honest, met my main core friendship group from my like early teens on Hypixel.
That's
I met
so
there
sweet.
was one guy I met him on Murder Mystery, and he introduced me to his friends, and I kind of joined that group. We were friends for probably a couple of years. And then I started school again, and that's where I met a lot of my real life friends now. And I kind of drifted apart from my online stuff because I realized that I was taking a lot of my energy and putting it into something that probably wasn't the most healthy way of dealing with my communication. I was very much like online addicted. I think it was a bit of a withdrawal situation when I kind of had to get back from it, but it was for the best.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, from a third party perspective, the community and the friends that you make are so like it's so great whenever I hop into Ben's server and like you're
Oh
all just
yeah.
in there. I mean it's funny being one of the younger ones, but I always sit back and I'm just like I feel like a proud mum. I don't know. I'm just like it's so sweet to
Yeah.
see loads of my friends just sat,
I feel like a proud
admiring.
mom, you know. I feel like I might be one of the oldest, I think definitely one of the oldest females or like women in that server. Especially in like the group that cools a lot, and I sit there and I'm like, wow, these are the people that I love.
It's so awesome.
And
I love
it's
it.
amazing that I kind of have a healthy balance of people in my life that I know in real life and ones that are just from all around the world, and I think that is just the perfect balance, and it's so nice.
Oh, that's so sweet. And I mean, I'm so sorry to hear about the whole withdrawal and the kind of the
Oh
unhealthy
god.
relationship with the
I
internet. I
mean, I think
mean, it's
everyone kind
crazy.
of did during COVID, you know.
I was gonna,
It was that
yeah.
kind of time. It happened to me probably just before COVID. I It was really like I want to say 2016, 2018 kind of area that I was just really chronically online because I was just in searching for emotional connections that I just couldn't form in real life because I was just not in that kind of environment. Um, and I think it definitely did me like a lot of good to have those connections. You know, I wouldn't have changed anything at all. I met a lot of amazing people, and you know, it's brought me to where I am. I think having all those connections with people online has made me a lot more comfortable online as well. Like I'm very happy to just talk to people and connect with people in a kind of media sense, and I think it's because of my kind of online background that I'm so okay with that kind of scenario.
Yeah, it's with a lot. I mean, what like the UK laws and stuff, and Australia obviously started banning under 16s on social media, and there's a big discussion about it.
Mm,
I'm somebody who made a lot of friends online, and without that connection, yeah, in like 2020 and before, I wouldn't be where I am now, and I wouldn't have the knowledge that I do
exactly.
now. So, what's your perspective on it? Because it's kind of a debate of should children be on the internet or not? And obviously, I'm sure you have quite an opinion on it.
I I think, I mean, I grew up online. It's kind of hard for me to say that no, they shouldn't, because especially with how things are now, I would say online media is more important than a lot of stuff nowadays. That's how so many people connect. So I can't say no that they shouldn't be online, but I definitely agree with the fact that it should be more monitored.
For sure.
I was exposed to far too much as a child, but that's because there were no limits. There was just complete access. And, I think Minecraft having like the under 16, like, can't like send messages and you can't read like the messages of an older like account. I think that's like, I think that's like a safe way to go about it. Obviously, people find workarounds. There's
Of
already mods
course.
that you can just turn it off. Um, but I think, if you have the knowledge to be able to turn it off, then maybe, it's I'd like to hope that if you have the kind of awareness to be able to turn that stuff off, then you're aware enough of what you're going to be exposed to
Yeah, for
if you do
sure.
turn it off.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, a big thing is there's always going to be workarounds, isn't there? And there's always going to be
There's always going to be a way.
ways to get around it. And I think what, for me, from my perspective, I think unmonitored internet is not safe for anybody,
It's not
especially
safe for
children.
anyone. Not even
Exactly.
adults are safe.
I mean, we are not safe from certain adults or children on the internet. Some of them are so crazy.
I
Uh,
truly think it's the awareness. I think if anything, there should just be more like education about it.
oh, for sure.
There's so much coming into like new light with everything that's being evolved educationally. And I mean, cyber psychology is starting to be taught, but only very minimally. But essentially, that is what it is. It's cyber psychology. It's a type of education that needs to be taught. It's how to be safe online without exposing yourself or harming others. And I think that is probably the best way to go about it because, you give someone a restriction, they're going to go for it. You don't do something,
Exactly.
you want to do it.
Of
The
course they're
best thing
gonna,
you can
yeah,
do is educate them.
gonna rebel and gonna, yeah, try and find workarounds for
It's
it.
just very human to want to. You're curious. Humans are curious beings. You tell someone don't do it and you don't give them enough of an explanation, they're going to want to see it for themselves.
Exactly, for sure. It's just such an interesting topic, but I want to pivot because you've achieved so
Yes,
much in such a short time. Like you were nominated for the Rising Stars Awards twice,
I was. I
and
was.
we've also had another guest on the podcast that is coming. I think by the time this is out, it'll be next week, who is actually on the Rising Stars Award show,
Oh, it's
as well, which is
amazing.
so epic. So, talk to us about that. How did you feel when you got the nomination? Were you excited, shocked? What was the vibes?
I think first time around, I was a lot more excited and a lot more kind of into it than I was the second time. Um, I think I, I mean, when I got first nominated, I was still under 1,000 followers. It was like a very big thing for me. I was like, me, me, moi. And I was really excited about it because I had a very small community, and so the fact that I made it to the final round for the first one, and that was really cool, to be honest, to kind of see my name on something that wasn't made by myself and was
Yeah,
purely because of my community. It was really exciting for me. The second time I didn't really do anything with it. I saw that I got nominated. I told my community about it once. I was like, this is really cool of you guys. I appreciate it. But I didn't push for it. Purely because I think when I first got it, I was still so new to it. And I was really longing for like a really like put my name out there kind of situation. But by the time the second one came around, I was kind of like, I want to build myself. I'm not going to push for something that I don't necessarily like need.
for sure.
I think I had kind of felt a lot more comfortable in myself when I was streaming by that point, and I just didn't really see a need to kind of go for something that, there's so many amazing streamers out there. I think like what, over 1 million people go live a day or something. It's crazy. And so the fact that I got nominated was incredible. But I wasn't gonna like go crazy like I did last time. I think the first time I was posting TikToks, posting stories, but I was kind of like, if this happens, it will happen. And if not, I appreciate the fact that I was even there.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I think we got nominated on the same year, the first year, and that's kind of
Yes,
how I met you
we
properly, is because I'd like
yeah, I
known your
had
name through
nominated you.
TikTok. What, you did?
I nominated you. It was
I
me.
was wondering because I was like, I remember seeing it and was like, oh, this would be cool, and thought, no, I'm not gonna nominate myself. Like, I'm not that cool. I don't know.
It
And
was
then
you.
I
Every
like get the
single round.
message, and I'm like, what? Well, I didn't
Every
mean.
single round I nominated you.
Oh my God, you're so cute. And likewise, of course. So like, I think that's how we met properly because you've been, around on TikTok and stuff, and that was so
How did we meet? We met on
wonderful.
TikTok, didn't
I think
we?
a lot of the people who I'm like, who are you? Or how do we meet again? Was through TikTok because it's such like
Yeah.
it's such a big place, isn't it?
Yeah. See, saying I know a lot of streamers that I currently exposed to, like Lady Lay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I met Lay through a streamer event that was held by a streamer that I'm not actually going to mention because they're a little bit iffy
Oh,
now. But I mean, unless you want me to.
I mean, we can always bleep stuff if you wanna spill some tea,
I
but
mean,
it's
I
up
don't
to
know
you.
if you know.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, they've kind of built their career off of like basically using other people's content,
No,
which
no,
is
no,
really
yeah, yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah. No, it's true.
So
Yeah.
that is how I met Lay, though. I met her through an event that was held by that was really sweet, and I met actually quite a lot of streamers through that, which was a
That's
really
so
nice. It was like an
cool.
incredible event. It was really fun, but I wouldn't go again.
No,
Wouldn't
no,
do it
no.
again.
I can imagine why. I mean, yeah, I think TikTok's such a great place, but I found
Mm,
my thought process on TikTok has shifted because I always thought that it was like a streamer hub for all the streamers to go and promote themselves and put themselves out there. But honestly,
yeah.
nowadays, I've just kind of been treating it as its own app and kind of removing it from Twitch as a whole. I meet loads of Twitch streamers on
Mm,
there, but the content I personally try and make is I'm removing it from Twitch in hopes that it would actually apply to Twitch a bit more.
yeah.
And you're doing great on TikTok. Like you're so consistent with so many great
I try to
ideas.
be.
So yeah, how's TikTok been?
I find a new way to promote myself every single day.
I love it. I'm like, I think there was one time where you were like, I think was it like the ID trend? Where it's like, I don't need to carry around ID with me anymore. And then it's
Yeah.
like the whole trend. It was so cute. But
Hey, well,
yeah, how did TikTok
I'm
come
just a
around?
girl.
Just stick around.
TikTok, my first ever TikTok, I actually did it pretty recently after my first streams. My the first ever game I played on stream was Stray, and it's the first ever game I ever streamed. It was so fun. And literally the only people watching me were my friends. It was amazing. But my first ever TikTok was I had a glitch in the game where I had knocked over one of the robots and he just did not get back up. He didn't get back up. They're meant to like get back up again after you knock them over, but he just laid there.
Me
And I thought
too.
I killed him.
Valid.
I was having a crisis because little me had just knocked over this adorable robot by accident, complete accident, and I killed him. And I was stressing, and I just thought it was really funny, so I clipped it and I uploaded it to TikTok. It did nothing. I think I got like 200 views.
Oh.
Um, but it was cute. It's still out there somewhere. You'd have to
Yeah,
scroll.
I mean we all start somewhere, and I feel like I've still not hacked TikTok of like the how to manipulate
No,
the algorithm. I my first
no
guest
one
Emma,
has.
she's such a big like business person. I love Emma so much, and she's so savvy when it comes to all the TikTok stuff and like how to manipulate the
Yeah.
algorithm. I'm like I don't know how. I've got one viral
You
video,
could
and
explain
that's
it to
it.
me, it still wouldn't work.
Exactly. You could explain it to me in baby steps, and I'd be like, "What?"
I
You know that
think I
trend
don't
where it's
know.
like, "Put the packet on the glass." What
Yeah.
glass? That's me. That's me.
That yeah. For me, I like posting TikToks that uh I think just one any like I just think posting is good for me. It keeps me kind of in the mental of I need to be doing something for my streaming because it is something that I would love to turn into something more. I don't have it as like a set plan. That's why I'm in full-time education. Because I know that, the chances of making something of this is very small, but that doesn't mean you don't want it. And so I
Exactly.
think the posting on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, it really just kind of keeps me in that mental of this is something I'm passionate about. And I don't have to be posting the best content because I'm posting something. And, I know that it's not going to be the best, but you never know. I think like the TikToks that I have had that have done well, I didn't think they'd do well at all. You never know.
Always that
TikTok
video.
is
Always that video.
TikTok is just a mystery. I had one TikTok where I did a trend like 2 months after it had kind of died down, and it got like nearly like 100K views or something.
That's so
And
epic.
that's not crazy or anything, but I wasn't expecting it to get more than a couple hundred.
Yeah, of course. That's so epic. That's actually a
So,
really great segue into my kind of next little topic about how, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years on Twitch? Because,
mm,
from where I've seen, you have so much potential, and I know that you're gonna go far. And I know you have so many great inspirations, like, I think it's YK Laura and,
oh,
Poggy
I
Rain, and
love
I'm
Laura.
sure
She's so
all
sweet.
those amazing
Oh,
people.
Lizzie, LD Shadow Lady, my number one,
Lizzie. I was gonna
my
say,
girl.
I feel like you've had just a little bit of influence from
Hmm.
Lizzie.
Maybe. I don't know. It's not the pink hair. I would
It's
tell you
not,
where I got the
no,
pink hair,
definitely.
but I feel like that might go into a conversation that I don't know if I want.
Oh, more drama! We love it.
Oh, it's not even drama, it's just cringe.
We'll save that for the DMs afterwards.
I mean, the pink hair is from AFMAL. I was an AFMAL kid. I was through and through. I was an AFMAL kid. I
I,
loved
that's so
AFMAL and
funny.
I wanted to be Kawaii-chan. I wanted to be her. I
That's
cosplayed
kind of
her 3
cute
Halloweens in
though.
a row. I dyed my hair pink.
That's so cute. I think that's really, really
um,
sweet though.
but no, Lizzie is probably my biggest inspiration ever. I love her. I've always loved her. She's probably my longest subscribed to account on YouTube. She was like one of the first YouTubers I ever started watching, and I've been watching her since I can remember. But for where I'd like to be in like what 5 years, um, I think it depends. I think asking that question is like a big thing because it's
Yeah,
like,
it's massive.
where do you want to be and where do you think you'll be?
Yeah, exactly. It's a really
Because
great way to see it.
where I'd want to be, I would love to make something out of streaming. I would love to be a full-time content creator. I think that's always like a big goal for anyone who does this kind of thing. But again, like it's a competitive field.
Oh, for sure.
A million streamers a day. I think I'm in like the top 1.5% of streamers, and that still is tiny. I think my average streamers, like my average viewers, is anywhere from like 15, 30. It can depend on the stream. And that still puts me in the top 1 to 2%. And that's insane. Because then you look at the people who are in the top 0 point something percent, and that's where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
But the difference between the two is thousands of views.
Right. No,
And that's
exactly.
crazy.
It's
Obviously,
so
that's like a
wild.
goal. Anyone would love that. That's like a dream, I think, to anyone who would love to make content is like having a big community like that. But also, that looks overwhelming as hell.
No, it really is.
Watch the
It's
biggest streamers. I
crazy.
watch like the people with a couple hundred views. I watch the people with a couple thousand. And both of those to me just seems like as much as I would adore that,
No,
would
I
I?
get you. No, 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 I get you. I was in a similar boat because when I first started, I don't know about you, but I was like fully, this is not gonna ever become a thing because I'm a nobody,
Yeah.
whatever you like, just in that frame of mind. So I always saw it as such a big, overwhelming thing, but also something that is so cool and I would love. And I remember getting my first raid of like 35 people, and I was absolutely enamored
Mm.
at that. And then
That's crazy.
it's
That's so
yeah,
many
it's
people.
crazy, of course, but I think now, as we get bigger and we kind of have a taste of what this is, we might get a really nice
Like, I
raid
get
where,
overwhelmed when
yeah,
there's like 50 people in my chat,
no, of
you know?
course, yeah,
If I have more than 20 people talking at once, because I'm such a community person, I want to be able to respond to every single message. And it's so important to me that I do. I will like backtrack on my chat. I'll reread a message if I don't think I've read it yet. Because I want to be able to get to everyone. I want everyone to feel noticed and appreciated because I love my community. I love
yeah.
my community so much. And I think if it got to a point where I couldn't respond to every single message because there was just hundreds of them piling through, I'd feel bad.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd
yeah.
feel really bad.
No, I get you 100%. And yeah, I think as we've like had a taste of what it could be, I think well
Yeah.
at one point it was going to be such a desired thing, but now that I think about it, because I was thinking about just in like passing in my head about like partner pushes and about full-time streaming and like what that could look like for me personally in the future, in the distant future.
Mm.
And I was like, it's so overwhelming after talking, especially
It
doing the
is.
podcast, talking to a variety of people, people who are so new to the space, but people who, have partner and have, done all that. It seems like
Yeah.
such an overwhelming task. So a lot of
Yeah.
that's what I say
I
to a
don't
lot of
think I could
smaller
ever partner
people.
push.
It's
I don't
so
think I could do
crazy.
it.
I at one point I was like, yeah, I might do it if that ever comes. Now I'm like, I don't want to do that. It seems like a
I
lot
don't
of
see the benefit in it. I see
craziness.
so many streamers who will push for partner and then it kind of dies down after the push. And I think that would make me sad. I think it
Oh
would
yeah.
like kind of wreck me a bit mentally if I had all of like that support building up to partner and after I hit it, it was gone. I think if I ever did hit partner, I would want it to be very natural. I don't
I'm
think I'd
yeah.
ever push for it. Um, that being said, I would love to hit partner one day.
Yeah, of course. No,
That would be cool.
it's
There's
a
like a
great
lot more
dream.
benefits that come with it, you know. Not like a
Yeah.
lot, you know. Twitch is still Twitch. It's not going to give you sprinklings of all the good stuff just because you hit partner.
No, yeah, of
But it's definitely
course.
you get like more benefits than you do as just an affiliate.
It's
Like,
interesting to hear your point of view of it because for me, I'm in the similar boat of like I personally don't think I would go for a big push. But I know for
mm,
me, it's like a war because I talked to somebody once and they were saying that partner pushing gave them a whole new edge in streaming that they didn't have before when it came to full-time streaming. And they actually just started full-time streaming yesterday, which is so lovely.
wow.
But they said that without having the partner push, they wouldn't have been able to look at the numbers in a healthy way enough to full-time stream. So by
Mm,
doing a push and retaining that, that helped them go full time. So it's like, it's such a back and forth for me of if I did do a partner
yeah.
push, it might help me in that way, but if I didn't do this, this, and this.
Mm,
But I think
definitely.
it's a reasoning as well, because one thing I think about a lot is why do I want partner? Because I wouldn't want to push at the time if I just wanted it for the shiny badge. Some people do, and
Yeah.
that's fine. Some
I don't
people
like the
just want it for
badge.
the
I
bragging
wish it was pink.
rights, which is pink. I know why can't Twitch be pink?
I
It's
know. Change the
crazy.
color. Change the whole theme. It would have
I
been
love
better.
Honestly, but yeah, if people are doing it just for like the status or the shiny badge, I wouldn't want to do that. So like, do
No,
you
one of
have
my least
any
favorite
concrete
things
reasons
is
for it?
when well, I just want to say one of my least
Of
favorite
course,
things
yeah.
is that when you see a streamer and then they get a partner chatter in the chat and they just spike up like it's gonna benefit them. I'm like,
I
it's not, you
yeah, I
know.
mean, I'm so with you on that. And sometimes if I know somebody who might be partner and they pop in, I'm like, that's so nice. I
I'll
love
just treat
you.
them
You're
the
so
same as anyone
cool.
else,
But I wouldn't want
though.
to be treated in that like celebrity
No,
way.
that's like it would put me off so much from returning to that stream if just because of a badge they would treat you any differently.
I'm like, I'd
It
turn that
makes
badge
me,
off. I'd hide that with any other
yeah.
badge I had.
I mean, I have a badge that I got from Twitch. I don't even know what it was from, but it's like a little like pixel Twitch heart, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah.
And that is the only badge I will ever be using.
It's so cute. I love that one. I also love the cozy
It's my
sweater one
favorite.
that you got at
Mm,
Christmas. That's so
yeah, that's
pretty.
cute.
But yeah, do you?
But why would I want anything else?
I know, right? And as long as it's pink, it's gotta be pink.
Exactly. The one I have is pink. Why would you think I would switch the purple tick for a heart that's
Right,
pink?
exactly. I
Who
love
would
that.
switch that out?
Do you, if you were to, okay, bit of a big question, but if
Hmm.
tomorrow you streamed and you found out that your numbers had drastically increased and you could hit partner very soon, what would your reasoning be behind going for partner? Do you have any concrete kind of things that you would love to, would that comes with the benefits?
Hmm.
Or is it more for that kind of, is it more for the opportunities that you might get in the future?
There is stuff that I would like the benefits of, but they're probably very silly reasons.
No, I'd love to hear them if you're comfy
One,
sharing.
I would love to be able to change my emote. Like, only change it if your partner. I want to change my emote tag. It's so bad. It's like pinky, like with a bunch of numbers after it. I don't want
That's so
I want to
fair.
change it.
I
I
didn't
want
even
to change
think
it to
of
pink
that. Oh my
L.
god.
I want to change it, and you can only. I think you can only apply for it if your partner.
To be fair, I think I applied for it once when I had my like little rebrand. It was so
They wouldn't
ugly,
let you.
and they were like, "Hey, we'll think about it," and then they never did. But then they did change it like 6 months later.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
I think if your
okay,
username changes, they'll tend to change it along with your username.
that's so cute.
But they don't like you can't pick and choose like you can if you're a partner, which I would like to do.
I mean, that is the first out of all the people I've spoken to. You are the first person to say change your
Hey,
emote
I think it's a pretty
prefix.
good benefit.
It's great. It really is. It's the small things, isn't
uh,
it?
Obviously, there's like the I mean, it's not even really something I care about, but like the sub split is different. Like the actual monetary value is different. I don't really care much about it. I don't stream for any kind of monetary income. It's not something that I'm interested in. The partner lounge at TwitchCon would be kind of fun. I do like the look of that.
I
It's quite
never
fun.
thought of that. See, like, oh, this is
See, these are
amazing.
just
This is
like
why I
little
love. That's
things.
why I love asking these questions. Is because I've gotten so many different answers, and my
Yeah.
have been thought like think. I never thought about that. Never thought about the partner lounge. I recently learned that there's a Twitch partner Discord server just for
I did
partners,
know about
and I
that.
was
I
like,
don't think
what?
I'd use
That's so
that.
cool. I would get so
I'm so bad
overwhelmed.
at Discord. I'm
I'm
so bad at
so bad
Discord.
at Discord.
I think I'm in probably like 50 servers, to be honest. And I
Oh, for sure.
regularly check about 3 of them.
Yeah, honestly valid.
I'm in the Twitches, like I'm in a couple Twitch server Discords. I know that a I'm in the Twitch's Women's Guild and stuff, which is really cool. I don't care. Obviously, I love the fact that I am being included in that. I am completely honored to be part of the groups and stuff. I just get so overwhelmed checking Discord
Oh, for
messages and
sure.
stuff already. I check my community server very regularly every single day. I look at Ben's community server very regularly. Um, and then I'll like check any kind of pings I get in different servers. I'm in the YK Lorix SMP at the moment, which I do check quite frequently just because it is a server that I'm currently very active in. And then any kind of like upcoming events and stuff, anything that I'm like partnered for, like Nodecraft I'm partnered with and Meld. I check those servers when I can, but it's just I think if I was in the partner Discord, it'd just be too much. That's a lot of stuff because you get so many pings from being in those servers already. It's overwhelming.
It really
Um,
is, truly. I've got,
a
I
lot
mean,
of
like,
it is stuff that doesn't even really like resonate with me anyway. You know, a lot of it's like pings for like, oh, this like change is coming to like this specific category, and it's just not one that I'm even like necessarily in.
yeah. I've, what are your thoughts about kind of the event side of the guilds? Because for me, at one point, I was like seeing all my friends getting into these events, raid trains, stuff like that. I'm like, how do they
Yeah,
do it? And a lot of them came
yeah.
from the Pride Guild and the Women's Guild and this guild, that guild. Have you
Definitely. I
noticed
think they're
any come
great.
through that?
I haven't necessarily taken part in any just because I I have a very different like I don't think my schedule aligns with a lot of people, especially like British content creators and stuff because I stream at a very late time for British people. And so any kind of service that I'm in that do tend to fill up around the 9 a.m. slot tends to be pretty filled pretty quickly because it's a very common stream time in America, which is obviously a very like it's a big place. They got a lot of
Yeah,
streamers over there.
big place.
They got a lot of streamers over there, and that kind of stuff gets filled up very quickly just because. And I don't really feel a need to like change my stream times or anything to align with other people. I like my schedule. I don't want to change it. I'm
No, of
comfy.
course. And it's great for
I
consistency
love
as well.
I've taken part in a couple of things. Like I'm in a server that is it's not like an official Twitch server, but it is a content creator server. And I've taken part in a couple of like events and stuff, like game wise and stream wise that I've done. I've taken part in um like a couple like bigger streamers. I was in a one of Siri's streams, who's like a bigger VTuber. She's very fun, very loud, very bouncy, very bouncy personality. But I was in a couple of her like streams. And I like the opportunity of it. I think it's a great way to connect to other streamers, especially if you're like someone who maybe you're a smaller streamer, maybe you don't have a lot of like streamer friends and you want to do more collabs and stuff. I think it's a fantastic way to kind of find those people, especially if you want people to like participate in an event for yourself or you want to like be in an event. I think it's a great way to do it. For me personally, as someone who already has a lot of friends who are streamers, I would personally, if I was looking for people to take part in an event that I was hosting, I would probably look at my friends first. Obviously, I think it would be great to like get some random like streamers in and kind of like meet new people, and I think that's like the benefit of it is the whole meeting of new people. But it's just not necessarily something I've ever really had to kind of like I need people for this or
Yeah,
any kind of that because I have an amazing kind of group of streamers that I am very close with already.
I love that so much. Do you see yourself being an event organizer at some point? Do you think you would do that? Because I mean, I would like to think that I'm pretty good at it, but it's so stressful. I see your little face. What's going on? Spill the tea.
No, it's not necessarily like an event thing. It's I love hosting. It goes by different names. I like call it werewolves or mafia, that kind of thing. Um, it's one of my favorite games to host. I love it so much. I'm currently working on building a Minecraft map for it, and I'm gonna get a bunch of streamer friends and invite them to come and murder each other.
That sounds so much fun. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort out details for it soon if you wanna
Well, you know
if
where
you
I
wanna come murder some
am.
people.
You
You
know, I'll
actually
have
one of the
my people
people I'm
talk
gonna
to your
ask, so
people. I
but
love
yeah,
that. That's so
it's I love
exciting.
hosting mini games. I love hosting things. It is something I'm very passionate about. I love bringing people together for fun little events. I'm like the party planner of the group. Any kind of like house party, Halloween, Christmas, that kind of thing, birthday. I have always had it at my house. I love hosting mini games and little events and stuff. I like bringing people together, and I think community is such a big thing for me. And I think that it's just something I love because I love like just the seeing of people interact and kind of form like little friendships and alliances and stuff. And it would be so fun to just watch all my friends lie to each other about their identities and kill each other.
That's iconic. I love
So
that.
that's an event that I have coming up soon. It's kind of been like a long work in progress because I used to host it for my friends that I told you about back in the day, my online friends. I had built this like really like it was quite big. It was a big Minecraft map, and I used to host Mafia for them. And I had a really unfortunate time of I didn't know how to use Minecraft commands, and they burnt the map down. So
Oh,
I didn't host for them anymore, and it kind of put me off hosting like mini games for like a few years, to be honest. I eventually hosted it again for my current friend group. It also didn't go well, but for different reasons.
oh my
But it's a
gosh.
little bit, those the reasons were a bit more personal. It was just people not really respecting the kind of boundaries of others, which was just a different issue. So then I took another
Yeah,
break from it. But I think where I'm at now, and with how much love I have for the hosting of werewolves and like Mafia and stuff, I have kind of been talking to Ben and stuff, and it's something that I really want to do again. And I want to do it for my community. I want to do it for other streamers, just because it's something I love doing, and I think it's such a fun way of bringing like new people together as well, because it puts them in such close quarters, and you kind of have to kind of really like figure out who you want to be in that kind of scenario, and I
for
think it's so
sure.
fun, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's something I really love doing.
That's so epic. I love that. I think event organizers need to get more. They need to get more traction and more love because, they're all
Yeah,
about bringing people together and meeting, letting their people meet the other people. But we always forget about
exactly.
those who actually host it, about those who came
I think the
first.
hostess and the hostees, they're such a big part of the events. I wouldn't be there without them.
Exactly, for
So
sure.
they are the core.
Now, I want to introduce you to a segment on my podcast called Shooting Star
Ooh, segment.
Questions.
Oh, hell
Um,
yeah.
it is a segment in a this or that style, questioning
Okay.
where I will give you two options and quick fire without thinking you have to say the answer.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Am
Let's
I?
go.
Yeah.
Console or PC?
PC,
Minecraft
definitely.
Survival or Minecraft Creative?
Survival.
Variety streaming or niching down?
Oh, variety all the way.
YouTube or Twitch?
YouTube.
Minecraft or Life is Strange?
Life is strange.
Oh wow, that was quick. I thought that was gonna be more
You
of a
don't have to.
questioner.
You don't have to ask me that.
2020 Minecraft or 2014 Minecraft?
2020.
Oh, interesting. And
How's Bed
lastly,
Wars go?
Bed Wars is good. And
Bed Wars in
lastly,
2020.
Neochew or Pokimane?
YouTube.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. That was
I
epic.
love Nikki.
You
Nikki's so cute.
you were so quick with that. I did not Minecraft and
Yeah.
Life is Strange, I thought you were gonna stumble on. But no,
You thought I'd stumble? No, I love
yeah.
Life is Strange. I'm through and through. I love Minecraft with my whole heart. I love Minecraft. It's probably my most played game ever. I would probably have thousands of hours on it if you could somehow track it. But no, Life is Strange has a place in my heart that I can't really distinguish.
That's so
I
sweet.
It's such a sentimental game to me.
I love
I don't
that.
think anything could ever replace it.
Oh, you're so cute. I love it.
You're so cute.
To round off the episode, I want you to take
Yes.
some time for you, put yourself in the spotlight. Tell us about what you have going on, when you are next going to be doing a big event and where we can find you.
Oh, I mean, you can find me pretty much anywhere. Unfortunately, my usernames do differ because PinkieElle apparently is taken in some
Hmm.
places. But all of my links can be found on my card, which is uh, I can remember the link, or
It's in the
it's
description.
somewhere.
Don't worry. I've got it in the
It's in the
description.
description. It's down there. All my links down there. But I'm PinkieElle basically on any platform. Usually, if you look up the name, you can probably find me. What do I have going on? I have my Werewolves event that I'm hosting pretty soon. I'm gonna be turning it into some YouTube content, which I'm very excited for. It's gonna be my first YouTube videos, I think, which I'm very excited about. And then what else? I mean, I'm just lifing. I'm just enjoying. I'm actually gonna be taking a gap year from uni to focus on content for the year, which is
That's
really
so
exciting for me
exciting.
because yeah, I need a mental break from university. I didn't take a gap year between college and my first year of uni, and I think with how things have been going with my content creation and how I've kind of been seeing a lot of growth in myself personally, I think it's a good time for me to kind of just dive into my passions for a bit. and break myself off from the educational standards of the universe,
Oh, for sure.
society.
There's no whimsy in
And
education. We need more
there's no
whimsy in the
whimsy.
content.
I love psychology. I love it, but I know deep in my heart where I want to be in my life, and I know it's in content.
That's so sweet.
Obviously, I love psychology. I'm passionate towards it, but I'll never be passionate towards it in the same way I am about content. I plan on opening an Etsy store soon, selling emotes and stuff. If anyone's interested in that, I'll be posting about that when I actually have a bit of a setup for it over on my socials. Um, I want to sell emotes and stuff because I love making them, and I make them all the time, and I've got nothing to do with them. So,
Yay! That's so
but yeah,
fun. You're just living
thank you very
life,
much for
and it's
having me.
amazing. Of course, thank you so much for being here.
It was so fun.
As always, it was amazing to chat to you. You're so natural
I
and
love
amazing.
you.
It was great.
You're my favorite.
Yeah, I love you. All links can be found in the description, in the show notes of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you again on Wednesday for a new episode. Bye!